What's up guys, it's Greeny here and I'm about to tell you the most raw, unfiltered crypto story you'll ever hear. 9 years ago, I was a broke university student with $1,000 to my name. Today I'm sitting on over a 7-figure crypto portfolio, even bought a CryptoPunk, and I've helped hundreds of traders transform their lives that they never thought was possible. But here's the thing, this isn't just some overnight success story. This is about genuinely getting absolutely wrecked, losing 98% of my portfolio, getting scammed by over $40,000, and having to sell my car just to pay off debt. And then figuring out that the exact system that took me from rock bottom to the top 1% of crypto traders. So if you're tired of watching people get rich in crypto while you're stuck making the same mistakes over and over again, and I made these mistakes over the past 7 years, then you want to make sure that you pay attention to every single word in this video, because I'm about to show you the 5 lessons that completely changed everything. And more importantly, you can fast track your crypto journey without making the same costly mistakes that I did. So stick around until the end, because I'm going to reveal exactly how you can join the exact same community that has helped me and members turn 500 into 4,000, buy their first cars, and consistently profit in both bull and bear markets. But first, let me take you back to where it all started, because understanding my journey is crucial to understanding why I'm about to tell you and teach you what works in crypto. See, most people think crypto success is about finding their next 100x gem or having some secret insider knowledge. That's complete BS. Real crypto wealth comes from understanding psychology, risk management, and having a system that works in any market condition. And I learned this the hard way through 7 years of pain, mistakes, and eventually breaking through success that most traders never experience. So let me paint you a picture. I'll take you all the way back to when I joined crypto in 2016. I was at university. I had about $1,000 to my name. And rather than buying BTC and understanding what it was at $350, I went for the cheaper option and got Litecoin at just $3. Now, this actually traded well in my experience because I ran up my $1,000 up to 6K of profit. Then I remember talking to my father about this at the end of 2017, really gloating about this industry that I had discovered called crypto. He said, "Greeny, sell it all." Now, of course, what did I do? I didn't sell it. I held on to these bags and round tripped all this profit back to $1,000. So my first lesson really was understanding that I need to learn to take profits when I'm euphoric or when the market is really hot and pumped quite a lot over that period of time. Now that I understood that taking profit was a skill rather than luck, I decided to exercise some patience in the following years. So what I learned was that DCAing into fear was probably a better play than trying to ape into some big green candles later in the cycle. So I naturally decided to dollar cost average into Bitcoin and Ethereum throughout 2019 and 2020. Now this paved a really good story for me because I managed to then capture some of the altcoin runs like Sandbox from 30 cents to over $8 and caught Solana at $3 before it ran over $200 last cycle. Now this really transformed my life because my crypto portfolio went from 5K to over $60,000 of profit. Now obviously you would think, Greeny, take some profit out, move some money into stables, all these sorts of things. Of course I didn't do that. What I did was discover greed, and I became impatient, and some of these mistakes that I'm about to tell you were some of the worst decisions of my life. So here's what I did. I took 15K out of my crypto portfolio and bought a $50,000 car, dropping that all into a deposit and having a loan of around $40,000. Now, the wild thing here is that these weekly repayments were a huge sting, but I knew my crypto portfolio could probably cover it in the future. Now, this is where it really gets bad. Essentially, what I did then was discovered NFTs. So I moved about 30,000 of my remaining 40 grand in crypto into NFTs, plowed it all in there, gambled it away on the most degenerate mints, gambled it away across Ethereum gas, which was hundreds of dollars per transactions. And naturally, over time, I ended up clicking some phishing links and got scammed. I still remember to this day the absolute pain of seeing my wallet go from 30K to $0 instantly because I had been drained on a phishing site. Now, this obviously was probably the worst day of my life. I learned that I had all my money stacked in one specific place, except for 5 grand left on an exchange over here. So what I naturally did then is the worst decision that I would ever talk about here publicly. I revenge traded. I took my $5,000, started gambling it on low cap altcoins on the Binance Smart Chain, trying to mint and flip some of these new NFT collections that were pumping, but were really very much a dump and rug at the end of the day. So naturally, I took my 5K and turned it into $1,000. So in the space of about 2 months, I had turned my 60K profit into $1,000 in crypto. An absolute horror story for anybody out there. And this is where the absolute lows really taught me some of my greatest crypto lessons. Now, that's not even the worst part. Remember that car loan that I had? I still had about $35,000 on this car loan. And then I got stung with a tax bill because I had, in theory, made profit during the past year. So over the next course of year and a half, I really stepped away from crypto, managed to sell my car to get out of debt, and really rethink the way that I wanted to approach my future years in crypto. So over the course of 2022, after getting out of debt and managing to allocate some capital again to the crypto market, I decided to dive head first and study. A lot of people would have walked away after what happened to me. After losing $60,000, people would have probably called it a scam. But what I did was study the market. I was a passionate educator in IRL, but I wanted to understand this crypto industry. I wanted to understand trading. I wanted to understand chart patterns. I wanted to understand macroeconomics and use all of this to predict particular crypto trends. Now, I had a backing of experience, and naturally, I discovered crypto YouTube and crypto Twitter. So I began the whole Greeny brand at the start of 2023. From 0 followers, 0 understanding, or 0 backing, I've grown the Greeny brand into what it is today. Now, some of these lessons that I'm about to explain to you are some of the best lessons that I've learned in my whole entire crypto journey that literally so many traders never figure out. Lesson number 3 is buy fear, sell greed. I will literally probably speak about this every week on stream. The reason this is such a powerful tool is because you're doing the exact opposite of what everyone else is doing on the timeline. So many people buy into a big FOMO candle. So many people chase a big green pump. And so many people sell when their bags are in red. You literally need to learn to do the opposite. So naturally, in 2023, when FTX collapsed and Solana dumped all the way down to $8, I did some study on chain. I looked at the markets. I looked at trends. I then bought the first higher low after that $8 mark at $17. Now, I did a contrarily view and looked even deeper into that ecosystem because I understood that, okay, if Solana runs up from this $17, then there's going to be some other tokens within its ecosystem that are going to outperform. Sure enough, I discovered Radium, the main DEX at the time in Solana. And naturally, this proceeded to be 2 of my best trades in crypto history. Solana went from $17, where we got out at about $240, and Radium went from 20 cents to $8, where we took profit in GTG. Now, these are just some examples of the best experience that I've learned, where you learn to buy fear and take profit during euphoria. That is when I had a revelation. I had always spoken to my dad, who had said, if you become your own boss, then the world is at your feet. So naturally, I decided, after giving so much content and trade setups for free across a range of Discord groups and on crypto Twitter, I started GTG. Now, why did GTG win? It was because it was community first. We put education at the forefront. We all had the same mutual goal, and we respected each other, that we all had different passions, different knowledge, and different education, so that we could wrap this all together and understand the market to pick some of the best crypto trends that were possible. And naturally, that is the next lesson I'm going to explain. Trend identification. So many people get the wrong trends in crypto. So many people bag hold trends from 2021, even 2017, and don't think that the market changed. We predicted several of these opportunities in the crypto market. Some examples are really early metas that we discovered way back in 2023 and 2024. We discovered Mad Lads at $3,000, and they went over a 10x in the space of about a 3-month period to over 30K of profit. We discovered BTC puppets at the beginning of 2024 and the whole ordinal meta, where we got into BTC puppets at $1,000 and sold multiple of these at 20K a pop. Now, the craziest part of this whole story was the meme coin meta. We discovered that Ethereum meme coins were going absolutely crazy throughout 2023. And naturally, we found Joe Coin at 130K, we found LMI at about 50K, and these proceeded to both pump over 40x, locking in crazy gains for the G2G community. But here's what really set me apart and why GTG is probably one of the best active and supportive communities in crypto around the world. I discovered that there was a huge gap for content creation and educational tutorials in the meme coin space. So naturally, I started the YouTube channel at the end of 2023 and really hit a crazy amount of views over the next preceding years. Now, this education is the lesson that I really want to explore with you, because naturally, a lot of people think, oh, it's just alpha or it's just a trading signal. It's so much more than that. What we do is focus on you becoming a better understanding of crypto charts, crypto patterns, crypto trends, so that you can execute even without us in the GTG community. So naturally, by teaching others, both publicly on YouTube, publicly on Twitter, and within GTG, I stay one step ahead of the trends because I have all this inflow and all this knowledge and analytics right at my fingertips, and I can trust my GTG community to have my back. Still to this day, GTG locks in daily profits and weekly opportunities. We locked in crazy airdrop alpha across December and into the start of 2025. People locked in 6 figures on Pengu, 5 figures on Anime, Magic Eden, and several other InfoFi drops throughout the year. So GTG is more than just a community. It's an opportunity where you look broadly across the crypto markets and start executing. Now, naturally, the most important part of my lesson came in April 2025. Yes, more recently, I unfortunately lost a lot of money to a scam. But due to the scam that I lost in 2021, I had diversified my wallets and diversified my assets. This meant that I had only lost a smaller portion of my whole portfolio compared to 2021, where it really rocked me and I lost about 90% of my portfolio. So this lesson in itself is one of the best skills that I learn in crypto and implore that in GTG every single day. Diversify your portfolio, understand that risk management is a real risk, and understand that scams can happen, so diversify your assets. Now, most people would have walked away, cried about this scam, and been deterred by the space yet again, but it actually was the kick up the bum that I needed. It allowed me to dive headfirst back into my business, back into my trading, so that I could already start making this money back. And fast forward 4 months, less than 4 months since it's happened, I've already made back that loss and some more. Now, I'm not here to gloat. I'm not here to boast about my wins. What I come from and where I stand is an educational standpoint. I see so many traders lose every single day in this space across all of these social media platforms, within my group, within so many other groups out there. So naturally, my goal is to help you fast track your crypto understanding, your crypto journey, so that you don't make the same mistakes that I did over the past 7 years. So what we do in GTG is create that exact educational model. We want you to understand the markets, understand the crypto trends so that you don't fall into the same victim scams, over leveraging, revenge trading, and all these things that I did in the past. So we naturally fast track your journey, your understanding to help you win in this beautiful industry that we call crypto. Now look, I'm not here to waste your time with a sales pitch, but I want you to understand my crypto journey and why that is a valuable asset to have in your arsenal, and understand why GTG is the place for you to maybe consider joining us every single day. And I've released a range of different member videos here on YouTube. You can go click our socials on GTG on Twitter and follow some of our daily success that we've been locking in since 2023. Some more insights. So we had Diego, who was recently on the channel. He went absolutely crazy and locked in a new car from profits within GTG. We have Will, who made a 5 to 6x trade on MOG over a 3 to 4x period, locking in one of the craziest trades of his life. We had Cappy, who 8x'd his portfolio in just the past 6 months since joining GTG. And we even had Stingray, who now is a trader in GTG. But before GTG, he had a win rate of 30%. And now that win rate sits around 50 to 60%. Huge, nearly a 2x in win rate in literally less than 9 months. GTG is the place for you. So if you're keen to join us, guys, there's 2 ways to get started. We have GTG Premium, which is $50 a week if you want to test it out, or $150 per month. What you get is 5 weekly live streams, trading courses, daily analysis and chart setups, trend conversations, a supportive community who learn, win, and succeed together. You get access to the coaching calls if you would like to book some of those, and the educational resources that we have printed with over strategies and meme coins, strategies with futures, and so much more within the channel. Then, if you're someone that wants a little bit more hands-on, if you're someone that's looking for a little bit more guidance with conversations, then VIP is definitely the option for you. It's limited to a certain amount of people, so there's only a few slots available, but for $600 a month, you get coaching calls with included in your price. So you can book a weekly coaching call with me, discuss different strategies, conversations around crypto trends, and so much more. You get exclusive conversations with a VIP chat only, so other VIP members and the top GTG traders within our community. So you can check them out at gtg.education or using the link with the whop.com link down below. But here's the thing, I understand that GTG isn't for everyone. If you're looking for a get-rich-quick scheme or don't understand that it takes a long time to build knowledge and also build a portfolio, then this place isn't probably for you. GTG is a community that's built for serious traders who understand that crypto isn't a lottery ticket, it's skills over time, consistently building your wealth and building your knowledge. So crypto moves fast, and every day that you're not within a community like GTG, you're missing out on daily opportunities. Stop making the same mistakes that I see so commonly and talk with so many people every day, and some of those common mistakes that I've outlined in this video, and start joining a community that can really fast track your success and your journey in crypto. We're rated 4.95 out of 5 across all of our socials, and you can check out any testimonials on our crypto Twitter page, on our Watt page, and on our website by signing up to that link down below, guys, and join us in one of the most educational and active and supportive communities for crypto worldwide. Remember, crypto changed my life. We win in all market conditions, whether it's a bear cycle or a bull cycle. And you have to remember, we're still so early in this industry. We're only at $4 trillion invested, and this is easily a $100 trillion industry. So what I want you to ask is, the question is, are you going to be sidelined yet again to this beautiful industry that we call crypto? Or can you join a community right now and start winning today and building your knowledge and your success for the future? Check out G2G with the link down below and join one of the most active and supportive communities in crypto worldwide. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the community very soon.